Hello everyone, it's Mr. Atwal here. Today's assembly is all about the Holocaust Memorial Day. Every year on 27th of January, people across the UK mark Holocaust Memorial Day by putting on events, assemblies, candle lightings, performances and many other activities. We do this to remember some events in the past when people were treated badly and even killed because of their religion or the colour of their skin. The Holocaust is the word for when Jewish people in Europe were treated badly and killed around the time of World War II. Jewish people follow a religion called Judaism. Their worship in buildings called synagogues, their leaders are called rabbis, and their holy book is called the Torah. Jewish people lived all across Europe before the Holocaust. In the 1930s, a man called Adolf Hitler was the leader of the Nazi Party in Germany. The Nazis believed that Jewish people weren't as good as German people. They made laws so that Jewish people couldn't go to school, could only do a few jobs, couldn't marry people who weren't Jewish, and they weren't allowed to vote. For example, Otto Deutsch was no longer allowed to play football in the park because he was a Jew. He's quoted as saying, "A Jew mustn't own a bicycle nor a pet. I went to the local park and saw a sign saying, 'Jews forbidden.' I wasn't allowed to kick my football about in the park." The Nazis started planning ways to make it very difficult for Jews to live in Europe. When you treat a group of people badly because of who they are, their race or religion, or because they are different from you, this is called discrimination. The Nazis discriminated against the Jews because they were different from them. Discrimination still exists in our society today. After the Holocaust, the world said, "This must never happen again." But sadly, similar crimes have happened in many countries around the world and can still happen today. This is why we have to learn about what happened, remember it on Holocaust Memorial Day, and think about how we can make a world where people aren't discriminated against. I'm going to read you a poem. This poem is called Racism and was written by Rose Young when she was 8 years old. Rose sent it to the Holocaust Memorial Day Trust for a poetry competition and was one of the winners. Racism. If hate were an animal, it would be a green-eyed python. If hate were a place, it would be the bottom of the ocean. If hate were an illness, it would be the Black Plague. If love were a season, it would be a warm summer. If love were food, it would be a birthday cake with 6 candles. Love is like a big fat juicy yellow mango. Have a think about how racism may feel. Is it more towards hatred or towards love? Which one do you think our society and all people should deserve? Across the UK, thousands of local events and activities take place every year in schools, communities, libraries, prisons, museums and galleries, faith groups and more. These activities include candle lightings, performances, art projects, readings, talks and much more. What can we do? On the screen are lots of ideas of things that schools and other people have done in the past to mark Holocaust Memorial Day. By having this assembly, we are already doing something to learn and to remember. Do you have any ideas of something else that you would like to do? Is there anything you can do to help people remember and mark Holocaust Memorial Day and learn, and to try and stop the discrimination that some people still face today? We are going to end this assembly with a short film, reminding us of the power we all have to stand up and speak out against hatred and prejudice today.
My voice can.
My
voice can.
My voice can.
My voice can transform.
Transform? Like before your very ears.
My voice is as big as my imagination.
Our voice has traveled through generations.
My voice can make you feel
My voice demands to be heard.
My voice comes to you through poetry, orality, passionately, because words are
My voice speaks for my family whose voices were silenced.
It's not always easy, but I try to use my voice to speak out against hatred.
Use your voice.
your voice. Your voice.
To speak out
Against injustice.
humiliation and hatred.
As we finish today's assembly on Holocaust Memorial Day, I want you to think about and reflect. What have you learned today? How can you use your voice to impart wisdom and knowledge to others? How can you stand up for what is right?